Hello friends, and welcome you all in our YouTube channel Dimensions. Here you can find the exciting tutorial about how you can learn Tekla structure software in both Hindi and English language. So let's start. Today we will learn how to create grid in the Tekla structure. First of all, we should open the interface of Tekla structure. Then create a new model. Suppose I'm taking the name of this model as a TP transfer point 4, and you can select the location of this model here where you wanted to save this data. Simply you can browse and select the appropriate folder location. Suppose I'm taking the here I will make one folder name as a TP4 structure, and simply you can save here. Then we move on the create. It takes some time. Now Ottoman Tekla by default creating one grid, which is a 3 by 3 grid, and simply you can double click on this grid. In order to edit it, press Ctrl and rotate the mouse middle ruler. Then you can rotate this model. Simply just double click on the grid. Here you will find the coordinates of x, y, and z grid. Here you can put the values in a different coordinate. First of all, we should thoroughly study the our plan layout. As you can see here, we have a different 1 to 7 grid in x-axis, which is in different dimensions. And similarly, in the y coordinate, we have a dash, a, b, c, d, and e grid on the vertical direction with the different dimensions. So we should note down all these dimension. As you can see here, I just move the window to see the properly all the dimension in the x and y grid. I just move here. Now this is our x coordinate. Here our first grid, which is name as a 1, which is start with the right hand direction. So we are taking the 7th grid as a first grid. So we just put the 5200 as our first dimension. Then we move on, and in the similar way we are taking the y coordinate like a 6 meter of our first coordinate, then 3300. Then simply we just type 5900, 3600, and 3 meter in y axis. And according to the grid, we need to put the alphabet in a descending order, like 7 will come first and a will come in the last. All this parameter will be depend on your input design data. In the similar way, we will put all the values in the z direction also, like a 2.5 meter, 4.2 meter, 5.5 meter, 7.1, 8.1, and last 11.1 meter. You just copy all these values in z-axis, then put in the below window as you can see, and add plus sign before all the digit like a 0, 2.5, 4.2, 5.5, 7, 8 and 11. And also you need to put the levels here like 1 to 7 or 7 to 1, and start with the E, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. And in the similar way we will put the values from E, D, C, C dash, B, A and A dash in Y axis. E, D, C dash, B, A and A dash. Now click on the modify. Here we have some option for the extension. By default it's 2000 or 2 meter. You can edit it, and also the color of the digits you can change also here. Click on the modify. Now you can get the desired grid. Here A dash, A, B, C, D and E in Y axis. Now just click on the select on the grid and right click, then you can create the number of views according to the grid line. You can cross check here. Suppose here I am improving the extension length. Suppose I am putting it 2 meter. Now click on the modify. Now it's okay. You can simply cross check all the grid values like 1 and 2 and 3 and 2, that is also okay. 5 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 6. Now all the dimensions are right. Now our grid is right. You can move ahead. In the similar way, you can also check the vertical grid D and E, that will be 6 meter. D and C dash, that is also fine. And C dash and B, that is also okay. All the dimensions are properly matched with each and every grid. So it's just a simple process. You can also you can easily create any kind of grid, and also you can create the elevation plan and elevation, both will be created here. So friends, here you can find how we create the grid in a Tekla structure. And if you have some query, you just comment here. I will create a video on the basis of your topic. And if you have any doubt, you can also text me. I will answer you.